Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Jam. We're all escaping the heat here as it is humid as heck outside. But you know what? We get some nice Strive action today instead, and we're at top 16, and things are definitely heating up in the inside of the venue today.
Yep, I'm very looking forward to how everything that's going to happen today. And I was looking into like some of the players earlier in the pools. Very good talent, very good skilled players, ready to dish it out. I want to see it. I want to see it.
I mean, we're going to see it. I can list off the names right now. I mean, right up ahead, we're going to get Mr. Quotes and Stingray. Stingray in particular, you know, a fan favorite character. Biken, you know, character that definitely didn't see as much use as I think that people wanted to in the last season. It's gotten a lot of buffs. Might be undervalued in some ways, but Stingray's hoping to show off that character strength right now. Yeah. And I think Mr. Quotes also has a Faust, another fan favorite character that's gotten really buffed this season.
Not a lot of people see Faust being played at a high level. I think to see him as a very misunderstood character.
Okay, that's
a misunderstood character from all the cheese that he could throw out. But other than that, I think there's something that he can throw out.
I mean, if you're getting into top 16 in this place, there has to be something either misunderstood or at least undervalued when you're thinking of that character.
Yeah, and you're definitely not doing something right there if you're not winning against him.
In fact, I think we got two Fausts in this top 16, but we're going to get to that. Instead, we're going to get the matchup we just described, Biken versus Faust. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see these two well-ranged characters, but Faust in particular having a bit of the range advantage.
Good play on the putting the bomb there. Mr. Quotes really trying to put in the pressure with these items. Nice kick. Good combo conversion. Set up the bomb. The meteors come down. Raining heaven. Good command grab. Stingray's a little in trouble right now. Extended hurt box with that throw. Now it's on fire. Nice tech.
All right, keeping it clean at the moment. Stingray with his huge life deficit is going to have to make a huge play, and that might just be it. But the bomb's incoming. Will he get out of the way?
Putting it against the wall.
Away from the explosion just in time. Isn't able to block the YRC, but this is such a good position right now for Stingray.
Good PRC, make himself safe. Now they've played neutral. Good attack from Mr. Puss.
I mean, Stingray was starting to make a good comeback there, but definitely a good defensive option for Mr. Quotes there with the YRC to just stop that pressure entirely.
Right. Now he's playing the scalpel game, playing the item game, in your face, putting the bomb there, making you want to make a mistake. There you go, he got hit by it, overhead, throwing more items out. If he gets hit with that throw, it's not a good. Nice tatami mat placement.
Ooh, but the children are incoming, and you didn't see the daycare center stop. Right now, Stingray with a huge life deficit does have a huge amount of meter to get things going, and with a jump in like that and a reset like that.
But the burst to push him off of him, to get the neutral back. Try to get his gameplay set here so he can get the dub. Nice kick. Trying to get in, really trying to get in. Both of them. Stingray looking pretty strong here. Nice with the RC. And that looks like a dead Faust.
That it does. Just a baited anti-air right at the end there, and then the whiff punish on it. Stingray might be having some adjustments to Mr. Quotes' general game plan.
Biken's still a good, oh my goodness, Biken's still a good balanced character. Not really too technical to play as, but you know, her strength lacking like mid-screen, but she definitely can make up for it if she's right in your face.
I mean, even without that technicality, you can go on your fundamentals. And unfortunately, baiting out the anti-air just didn't work out in this final round. Explosion gonna happen, double burst there.
But will he burst? Will he do it? No, he threw him. And then the bomb was there.
Ooh. All right. Quotes, you know what? Making the adaptation even from just round 2 where their standard anti-air got baited. Instead, they go for the much longer reaching one to call out Stingray's air approach.
Stingray trying to apply pressure, but right now the pressure is being applied to him. Nice overhead. Trying to figure out how to approach here. Thinking of the right buttons to do here.
Just so tough when your opponent has so much range. Dive kick and the daycare come out to switch sides. Stingray right now stuck in the corner, trying to make the slow and steady approach. Finally gets it in, but no extension off of it. Jumps into the anti-air and has to burst out of the combo damage.
Nice, wonderful, beautiful. Nice, gets in. Now he's in your face. RC, okay, what are we doing next? Tatami mat. Now we're at a stalemate, trying to figure out what you're going to do here.
I mean, we're trying to get that instant overhead, but Mr. Quotes is just ready. I do like seeing Stingray use some of Vikin's longer range grounded options. I think they were just a little nervous to use it earlier because Mr. Quotes was going to the air. And unfortunately, it's a little too late, and the teleport RC combo is going to take it there.
Yeah, that PRC definitely saved them out right there. Oh my goodness, that counter hit is just beautiful.
Yeah, without the RC to cancel it though, no huge extension. Parry finally comes out. Stingray trying to make momentum off of this, gets the tether, and now you're playing the close range game until I stop and say so.
Well, will he burst? Will he bait out the burst?
You do not want to burst at that situation. Unfortunately, it's too late to burst now.
Yep.
Stingray is finally going to take a round.
Stingray looking a little stronger than what he did in the previous rounds. So maybe he's making the adaptation to his adaptation. Mr. Quote's probably a little bit of trouble here.
Okay, decent trade there for Stingray.
Yeah.
Those kids, though. Those kids
are a menace.
I know, right?
The little rugrats with bags on their heads causing me a problem now. Oh, nice burst big combo.
Oh, Lord.
We love to, but we hate to see it. And finishes off with a tornado.
Yeah, really nice use of the PRC there. Or excuse me, the RRC there. That's 2-0 for Mr. Quotes, and you know what? Still first to 3. It's Strive. That's just how it's going to be.
Yep.
But right now, it's a tough situation. Stingray has not been able to get their kind of patented huge damage options that have really allowed them to seal rounds in other sets.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
The range Mr. Quotes is fighting at is just demolishing.
And then all the nonsense on the screen, you got to look left, right, up, down. Trying to apply pressure with the tatami, but kind of backed off there a little bit. Good counter hit. PRC makes himself safe. Unfortunately, he bursted in his face, though.
Very nice.
Tornado carry with the bomb placement.
Just got to hold that.
So that bomb is like either way. It's like, you want to kick it, or do you want to get hit by it?
I don't even know what he tried to press against the dive kick there, but it was far a little too late. Stingray right now looking at a potential road to the loser's side. Mr. Quotes on set point.
Well, the good thing is if he does fail out here, he will be able to go back, try to get up from losers. So that's the beautiful part about this, having a best out of 3. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, counter hit after counter hit. Stingray just at the range where they can
nice 6P. Beautiful.
Finally start throwing out these buttons and actually hitting Mr. Quotes. It's supposed to the inverse side. Tries for the cheeky command grab right after the YRC, and no, you are stuck in this corner, sir. Good day. Stingray taking a round and trying to save himself from a loser side fate.
Hey man, you know how heavy that tatami mat is? Approximately too heavy for him to handle.
Apparently so. Right now, explosions going on. Quotes trying to maintain that range that has been so fortunate for him this entire set. Dive kicks right over the long range button from Stingray. The Stingray jumps in regardless. The taunt is on the other side of the screen, so you have no children to save you.
Avoiding that little Faust crawling out in the background. Don't know how long that really lasts, but oh, the FD for the bomb in the face, beautiful, and blocks it. Nice avoiding a command grab there.
Guys, if you can hear right now, the room is absolutely stellar. But the wake-up reversal is going to try to match the energy and the heat of the situation. Just call up the Eclipse right now. Tries to go for the air throw, but the PRC makes the jump safe. Still has the anti-air. What is the next guess possibly for game? Has the meter to extend.
Tatami mat. Oh my goodness. Oh, stop. Stop. Stingray said, I'm not out this yet. I'm not out of this yet.
They are not, but man, they had to use every little bit of resource that they had. They had to go for the instant overhead, then burst the punish when it got blocked, and then go for it again.
Let me find out we're getting tricksy out here, man. We'll find out. Stingray really trying to bring it back, though. That's a good thing. Oh, that could have been a bad punish.
Thankfully, had one for the swing, which, you know, doesn't make it an easy punish on the burst.
No, unfortunately. Oh, give her the haircut.
Bo's still going for it, despite having that command grab been punished twice in the last set.
Yeah, now he's throwing the nonsense at him right now, just trying to keep the distance in between them, seeing so he has a long weapon in his hand. He can just kind of just poke at him. Oh, that's the tether. Now I'm in your face.
Situation, yeah. Keep him close.
Don't want to push him too far out because then if your normals don't reach, then you're kind of just in a bad situation.
No, but right now the situation's actually quite good. The RRC.
Oh!
Yeah.
No.
Triple overhead, essentially. It's
So sorry to see that happen.
I mean, I think Quotes is very happy about it. On set point once again. Stingray still making them sweat in these final games. But Quotes trying to keep the range with these long pokes.
Beautiful 6P to push him out, set the neutral. Oh my gosh, speaking of 6Ps. Oh my goodness, speaking of 6Ps, we're out here. How many are we doing today?
Oh no, which side? It's the other one, but thankfully the burst makes it safe. The BRC actually puts Quotes in a good situation in that corner. The anti-air leads to a conversion, and that will be it.
No. Stingray did his thing. He was able to adapt for a little bit, but then I guess Mr. Quotes got to him. Some of that Faust play is pretty nasty, man. It can get really cheesy at some points, but like I said earlier, but you can adapt. You can. It's just all about how you really want to set the aggressiveness.
I guess so, and especially when you have to. Biken's not a character that rushes down particularly well, and so when you have a character that forces you to play the rush down game as opposed to letting them come to you, it can be particularly tough, and we kind of see how that played out. I mean, it's, you know what? That's not the end of our Biken friend today. We're going to continue in the loser side.
Fortunately, we will see more of him.
Unfortunately, or
no,
fortunately?
Fortunately, people, please hold on.
You never know. You never know. Some people just don't like it. I understand. But right now, we're going to have a completely other set. We're going to have a player named Name up against MFCR. If you've been tuning into the stream, you've probably seen both of these players go at it. Honestly, this whole top 8 has been quite the roller coaster. Like some favorites to win, like Lord Knight, ended up in loser side early on, only to finally make it back into top 16. But of course, again, loser side, so they're gonna have to really fight their way through.
But to say that he made it into top 16, good thing, because then we'll see more of him. That's what I want to see. I want to see more of it. Do you want to see more of it? I want to see more of it.
Hey man, as long as we see something, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
But right now, I think we might even get a button check. Honestly, I kind of, you know what, there's been back and forth about button checks in the modern age of fighting games when you have the button check at the beginning, at the character select.
Yeah.
But even then, in-game, I'm sorry, going from PC to PS4, you want to make sure the feeling's exactly the same. You want to get the feeling of your hit confirms down. Like, you want to feel like, okay, if I dash and press a button, when is it going to come out? So, honestly, I still like doing the button check, even at these times.
I feel as though that's important, especially if you're forgetful. Like me, I'm pretty clumsy. I've been to a tournament where I forgot the button check and lost 3-0, and I'm like, well, guess I gotta hold that now.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes that happens to the best of us, and these two characters could be forgetful themselves. Giovanna and Leo, two characters that have been described as Unga Bunga.
Yeah.
In many ways.
I would love to see how this plays out, though, because I like seeing Leo. I love hearing his voice act.
All right, well, you're going to hear a bit more of it right now in streams. MFCR going full on in with the rage. The overhead gets right through the wall and right to the point.
Already at 50% health loss here.
And just Leo things.
Just Leo things. Oh my goodness, nice throw. We love to see those.
I don't know. I think MFCR didn't want their pressure to get thrown out like that, and thankfully has the follow-up to kind of stop whatever momentum Name had in their name.
Oh my God! That is not good. Oh, I love that super. I love it.
Good stuff, and great use of the tension there right at the last moment. Name is going to have to get some sort of momentum going, but man, when you have flash kicks like that, you're going to have to use the gold burst to try to reset the situation. PRC to get the DP, but the burst calls it out.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, when she dashes, that hitbox is extended.
I mean, not only that, that was the spiral arrow. Man just chose violence on the way into town.
He said, yeah, I'm going to forget everything that you want me to do and just toss it out the window.
I respect it, though, especially when you're throwing out that flash kick like you are, MFCR. Ooh, the side switch happened.
Oh my gosh, that backstand turn. Very vicious, very scary. It can get pretty mixy. Oh, do you see that? That was almost a wall break.
Side switch again, and that will call it. MFCR gonna take game number 1. Not without a little more work in that second round, though. That first round was free. That was just free. That happens, though, in Leo games. If Leo gets started, you can just get opened up like a can of worms. Instead, that second round, a little bit more back and forth, using the burst of both sides to kind of reset the momentum.
Now, hopefully, Name can adapt here. Oh, that's a bad start for Name.
Are we going to repeat? Is history going to repeat itself?
Oh my goodness, that counter! Oh my God, that counter and burst!
I mean, that should be of no surprise there. That at 2D,
Yeah.
basically a sword normal. But like right now, MFCR is just so unafraid of the counter poking game from Ladder, and Ladder is just playing so defensively until it's too late.
Really trying to. Oh my goodness, nice throw. Still in back stance turn, but he does it. He does the super. I respect it. I do too.
Yeah.
I do it too. Get that pressure off me. Let me set myself back in the neutral stance and try to figure things out. Oh my God! Did you see them both whip the throw?
Star-crossed lovers, man.
Please
Never
stop.
defeat in the night.
Is this rated PG? Is this okay to see? People, help me out here.
Right now, though, MFCR still taking that round. 2D as a starter, I'm liking it a lot, just because how aggressive MFCR is being on the ground.
Yes. Taking his legs out, important, so I can possibly set up for something else safe. But right now, looking like he's in trouble. MFCR actually applying pressure, but Ladder got the... My goodness.
Wake up 2D, you monster. You absolute monster of a man.
Give me your legs. They don't exist anymore. Give me them. You can't do capoeira no more.
Here's the thing. You get why he did it. Like it's the wake up crouch medium kick, the Street Fighter equivalent. It's the I know you're thinking that I'm gonna flash kick you. You know I'm thinking of doing that.
It's a scary
I have
thought.
intention to make it safe with the RC. And so I'm just going to call you out on the shimmy. I'm just going to hit you low from the get-go. And, oh my God, MFCR. Like, that's where MFCR kind of excels with this character. It's a fully offense-based character, more or less. And they just are so good at opening up their opponent from a mid-range. And then once Leo has that momentum,
he can just keep on going.
It's easy
he can
from
just
there.
keep on going. And he's got the damage for it too. He's got good damage.
I don't think any character does not have the damage in this game.
They've got good damage. So once he gets started, like you said, it's kind of hard to stop. But you know, good thing that he went to character select, try to figure himself out. A lot of players don't do that. They end up just playing rematch again. They don't give themselves the time to think, to calm down, relax, try to reassess the situation. So that's a good thing that some players actually do that. I don't see it a lot, but it's good to see someone's doing it here. All right, we're going back in. Oh my goodness!
Just throwing out violence.
He's throwing out violence. Now he's got the tension. Now what is he going to do?
Yeah,
nice throw.
Kind of thankful that burst was actually a goal burst.
Oh my goodness! Now he's got bar. He's wasting it, and he's spending it to good use. My goodness! Oh, he's in back stance. His back is turned to you disrespectfully, and that's a super wall break.
Yeah, not dead just quite yet, especially with the guts extension because of the Shrek form, if you would. But these side switches are just going to be nasty. The BRC just to escape, and thankfully calls out the PRC.
Nice throw. Nice air throw right there. Now, Name trying to get in. Doing a good job so far. Reapplying the pressure. He's saying, hey, guess what? I can play this game too. Oh! Ooh. But that's unfortunate. That right there is unfortunate. Look, this is the game you play when you're playing against Leo, okay?
I get you. I get you. That is the game you're playing. And right now, the game is on set point. That was burst safe.
Goodness gracious. Lord, look. Nice BRC. Try to figure him out, see what he was going to do there. Even if you try to press a button, still be able to block, but it was all right.
He just blocked it, and it didn't matter. This man was still plus enough.
Nope.
Thankfully, blocks the last hit.
Look at him. He said, press a button. I want you to. Press a button. I want you to.
Spiral Arrow kind of worked there, but honestly, I think Name is too gone. Too gone at that point.
He's just trying to figure him out. He's like, I don't think I can figure it out, man. It's actually really hurting me.
It's tough. It's like honestly, these are the sets you wish you have in casuals, where it's like, man, this pressure is enormous. I'm gonna try to press light buttons. All right, how do I make the approach? I'm gonna try to spiral here, and then once you figure out what opening you can actually get, then you can go into like your conversions, your extensions, etc., etc. But it feels like Name was still doing the first half of that, and because of that, he didn't have the second half figured out, and because of that, he couldn't build any momentum at all.
Yeah, he was just stuck, and at the point of just blocking and trying to figure out, hey, is he going to go do this? I haven't seen him go DP, so am I safe to jump in? And even if he did, and he has meter, he can BRC backdrafted and make himself okay, just play neutral again. So, you know, I mean, it happens, but hey, he has a second chance of winning. He's in the losers, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
I'm telling you, if I'm in losers, I'm hoping someone takes out MFCR before I meet them.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Like, I don't want to have to go through this.
Do not send me to double jeopardy. I'm pretty sure that's a constitutional right that I do not have to get double jeopardy by someone in bracket.
Yeah, please don't let this happen. I kind of just want to fight the next person.
Someone just call my lawyer. I don't need this. Instead, what we got up next, we got Zippy versus Sorcerer. Sorcerer Twix, actually, who was bringing out the Testament.
I saw earlier. Looking very strong. Now, the one thing I am trying to still figure out with Testament is like their curse. Like when they throw out the projectile and hit you, and they have that little aura going around your body. That's a little tricky to figure out because it can go against you. That will go against you later down the line on their offense.
I suppose so. And in fact, we might not even get the answer to that because I'm looking at the character select right now. I do see. Okay, no, we're getting the Testament. Excuse me. I was seeing the Axle being hovered upon, but the Testament has been picked. And you know what? Again, as you were kind of alluding to with your questions, like character that's not fully understood at this time. Definitely gotten a lot of buffs in this recent patch, but definitely like when they came out, figured it's a two-set game plan. And in Guilty Gear, you do not get the time to get that two-set game plan.
You don't. You have to play aggressively, and if someone's more aggressive than you, that's GG's. Unfortunately, that's how it is, but that's how you call it.
Well, here we go. Let's rock. And honestly, we're going to see what Sorcerer has to bring to it. Zippy, of course, going with the Kai, a character that, honestly, even since day one, I think people were saying undervalued, definitely strong character, and has more or less come into their own in this current patch.
Nice. Now Kai, good limited mix, but strike throw mix is very strong for him. Nothing very too complex, just very simple. Some people say very fair. Others say otherwise. Nice 6P there.
That did not look fair right there. Zippy right now.
Very dishonest.
going. Oh!
6P into Dire Clot? Okay.
Fair and balanced. Sorcerer Twix right now on the second fiddle, essentially, in terms of gameplay. We haven't been seeing them been able to play any sort of counter-poking gameplay style, which they were excelling at in the previous sets. Zippy instead is just going all in and not giving Sorcerer a moment to breathe.
Oh boy. Speaking of a moment to breathe, looks like this is going to be another wall break and to death. Oh! The Vapor Thrust to perfect? Really? We're DPing against the wall?
I guess we're still not going to find out what this character does.
Hello?
It's rough. And again, as I mentioned before, Sorcerer was kind of working on a very strong counter-poking gameplay style to get the set up and then run their offense. And right now, Zippy's just saying, no, you're not getting step one done.
Yeah. And on top of that, for Testament to actually get the upper hand, they have to use their special abilities. So they have to throw out the projectiles in order to set. It's a two-step game plan.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder. And speaking of a little hard, that doesn't look good with that health bar right now. Sorcerer Twix in pretty bad shape. So all it takes is for Zippy to 6P or throw a lower projectile. There it is.
That's how it is. Zippy right now still running away. Not a single round given to Sorcerer just yet. Still, you know what? This has been the slowest start to a round we've gotten. This might be Sorcerer's turnaround.
Yeah.
I spoke too soon.
Maybe, yeah. With that 6P in his face, I don't think that was looking too hot there. Speaking of 6Ps, did you know that they're on the menu today? I didn't know we were having specials.
Zippy's anti-airs have been phenomenal. Not only in their consistency, but their reward between the corner carry and the damage. Completely neutralizing what little offensive presence Sorcerer Twix has had.
That was a good choice to FD in the air, at least bounce back some, cause some distance, but I don't think it really mattered in the end, unfortunately. Again, Sorcerer just not able to play the gameplay style that we've seen in the previous sets. Having a big trouble essentially stopping Zippy from approaching at all. There you go. Now that's what we want to see.
But again, immediate burst right away just to say, no, you got one shot. That's it. That's all you get.
I'm going to stop your game plan. You are not going to continue. Now, the good thing right now is like he's hitting out these projectiles, and on top of that, the curse is on him, so that can go up against him. Oh, did you see the teleport? Now, this is what we want to see. That's what we want to see from Sorcerer.
I don't know what just happened. That was crazy, but unfortunately, Zippy able to DP out of that and eventually start their own offensive pressure.
Now there's the throw. He's going to set up for the heavy version of projectile. Probably go for an overhead. Nice. Oh, this man is getting 6P'd a lot.
I mean, he's going to the air a lot, and he's hoping that maybe the air fireball can cover him. But Zippy's own movement has been stellar on top of their own anti-airs.
Yes. Not to mention, oh my goodness.
You left 2 frames open.
Yep.
You left it open.
Now look at this corner pressure. You got to block everything I just threw at you. But the fortunate part right now is just the distance, the gap. Now if he goes for a 2D, he can set up for something very optimal and possible safe jump. Now that we've seen Sorcerer Twix go into the corner with Zippy at its back, it's pretty nice to see.
Zippy might know what's going on, though. Not only avoided that low there with the neutral jump, but also avoided the...
Oh, there it is. He's starting to throw him a lot, and then he's setting up. Yep, good bait. That back RC is nice bait, and he would have got the punish regardless. But it's all right. It's okay. You can beat him anyway. So, but it is what it is, you know. He really tried to get in there as far as seeing, but he stopped his gameplay the entire time.
That was complete gameplay nullification. And like, it's unfortunate to kind of see in that way. You wonder how much that does come down to the matchup, how much that comes down to maybe relying too much on a certain style that's gotten you as far as you have.
Yes.
But hopefully we'll see more of it down in loser side, because again, these are all winner side. These have all been winner side matches, and it's been, you know, fun, but nonetheless brutal and gruesome. It'd be gruesome if this game was a little more violent.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad to see, you know, like a very 3-0 Frio.
I mean, we don't 3-1. 0-3, 3-0. That's how those first 3 games went.
My goodness.
It definitely felt them.
This is not real. Please tell me this is a simulation, right?
Oh, this is very real. But we got one more winner side match to go through before we are done with the winner side and move on to the losers. That's going to be Hama Blood and Grover.
Hama, I like that name.
Hama
you like
Blood?
Baki?
Yes.
I love Baki.
Yes. Your reference has been appreciated. Yeah. Thank you for your time.
I love Baki. Oh my goodness, Hama Blood. I seen him play earlier, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, I wasn't able to catch everything else. Trying to look at everyone, just trying to get my fair share of who's playing in the field right now. That's all I was trying to do. Just make sure everyone's just playing at their top. I want to see who's different. I want to see who's able to get where they want to get.
Yeah, I mean, we want to see as much as we can, especially from, you know, such stellar players.
Now,
okay, so I believe upcoming next, as we mentioned, the 2 players coming up. I didn't, as you mentioned, we didn't get to see who they were playing. We've seen a lot of Kai today, honestly. We've seen a lot. It's been like the standard character that almost, I think every person who I can't recognize from name has picked up. Probably because of just like their simplicity in game plan on top of just like the effectiveness of like the buffs that the character's gotten.
Yeah, basically.
Like he's kind of replaced Soul in a way.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't seen Soul all day. I've seen one Happy Chaos. I'm not sure if they made it to top 16 though. But I've seen very limited characters be played today. And, you know, it's a little upsetting, but, you know, it happens. Sometimes you have to play full chart. Sometimes you got to play the meta. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to be the scumbag. You got to be the scumbag.
Okay, well, since we're name calling like that, Kai's not even on the screen. We're going to get Grover with the Giovanna, and we're going to get Hama Blood with the Ram Liftall. One of the only Ram Liftfalls today, to be honest.
Yes.
They're trying to survive against pressure like this.
Grover's putting a pressure on, and my goodness, he's looking very strong.
This is what
actually struck us. He was very strong. That's a perfect.
This is what we call lead foot game plan, where you just put the pedal to the pedal, and it is just go. And right now, Hama is trying to stop that, but you know what? When you have Giovanna, a character with incredibly fast normals, not only that, advancing pokes essentially when they're running, it's going to be hard to stop them with your admittedly slower buttons with Ram Liftall.
You gotta rush down versus a shoot type style character, and you know, even though Ram has good normals with her far slash and even shooting her swords, it's kind of not that great. You know, especially if someone's in your face, it's not really gonna help you out at that time. Now, her best poke's probably going to be 5K, at least.
Well, right now, Hama Blood actually doing all right. Been able to keep them out. Getting challenged in the corner and bursting, trying to keep their offensive advantage. Going to try to lock them down with these swords, but no. Actually gets a whiff punish into a
Now,
slight
that
dust.
was beautiful, but you got thrown back into the corner. Now I'm going to reapply pressure. Grover's really trying to, there it is. He's really trying to get the hit confirming the super.
That's
and his death.
Oh,
it was enough. My goodness.
The last bit of slightly unscaled wall damage.
I was thinking that he was going to get launched, but I was wrong. I was horribly wrong.
I mean, he did, just into the next game. Oh my god. You see, and so here's the thing. Hama Blood right there is waiting for 2D. He's waiting for 2D to get pressed, and that's why he's backing up. And so for Grover to just dash up into HS is just madness.
Yeah. He's looking...
That's dead again.
Yeah, he's definitely good. He's literally talking to Testament right now.
Oh my god.
Grover is looking very strong right now. I haven't seen... He's just aggressive button. Aggressive. He's got the cheerleaders in the background. He's already know what he's doing.
I don't think he's listening to anybody but his soul right now. He is just feeling himself. Thankfully, Hama able to get Grover not only off them, but do some damage along the way. Life was even, but this RC extension is going to bring us to the wall. Thankfully, it does not have the overdrive, and it's just going to get a standard knockdown through the wall.
Now just set back to neutral. PRC tried to look like he tried to go for an air throw right there.
Definitely looked like that.
Nice jump in. Now, see, this is the part where he wants. But
he got it. Yeah, you saw the second.
But
you saw the button. You saw the hand come out, and unfortunately, it came out just a little too soon. Grover
looks like he buffered.
That's how it be. That's how it be. Again, these normal presses have been so precise, just specifically to open a Hama up. 6P comes out as a challenge situation, and what works, we take that.
Hama Blood really trying to play for his life right now, because if he knows he loses one more, it's not going to be pretty. At least what he's hoping for is at least try to get one match off of him. Reapplying pressure. Nice low right there. Now we are talking. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
Into death. I like that. I like that. I like that. Let me see some underdog action real quick.
Okay, interesting back jump there, trying to call out an advancing option. Still manages to get the dash in, and right now I think Hama Blood is smelling blood. I feel like he gets an idea that Grover is not looking to anti-air.
Right now, if anything, he's probably looking for... There it is, a counter poke. And then go into the combo. Unfortunately, no meter there, so he wasn't able to do anything and continue it. Oh, but he baited the burst. Hama Blood took around.
Like Ramlethal so casually baits burst in this game. It's like finding money on the ground as you're walking to the grocery store.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that was very, very intentional to bait the burst there. I didn't just happen to. Like that's one of the strengths of the character to make up for, admittedly, some of the weakness in the neutral when it comes to these rushdown type characters. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. We are not at the stating point right now. Please tell me that this is false. Oh my gosh. Hama is looking like he's in trouble right now. Grover is just bringing the aggression 2 times of what he did in the previous match.
Good lord.
I was expecting a tick throw.
I
was expecting a tick throw.
I was expecting to commentate. I didn't get a chance to speak.
We can't even commentate. It's just straight flow right now. My man is in straight UI Ultra Instinct state. He's just going in. Yeah. Pure aggressiveness too.
I mean, Hama is getting a few opportunities when they do jump in, but usually Grover's just jumping at them first. This time, though, the corner pressure working out entirely, breaks through the wall, and Grover's going to have to make an approach immediately. Nearly gets over the sword, but not in time to actually open up Hama Blood. Instead, it's going to be the rush-down light kicks that do it. Baits the
reversal,
overdrive.
PRC, make yourself safe, but you got poked out, sir.
Yeah, you're not that safe. You got some insurance, but the house just can't catch fire.
Tried to hit him with the Ramlethal special, but I guess that was denied off in the menu today. Nice. Now he was able to go for it again. Hama Blood said, I'm not out. I may be down, but I'm not out. We can do this if we want to.
Oh.
Grover with these counter hits, man, going in.
I mean, so the button whiffed, the sliding button whiffed, and he just pressed a little too late.
Oh man,
this is sent through the wall. Not enough to kill this time. Yeah. Not dead quite yet, but gonna have to take the guess for game here.
Oh, he stopped him.
What a challenge.
He stopped him. That's a full swing. PRC, thank you for making yourself safe. This program is about making yourself safe today. Protect yourself, people. PRC. He said, well, you broke the wall with me, I'm going to give it right back to you. Yep. Now he's got burst options. There it is. He's got the meter. Oh, he's applying pressure. Now, oh, They're out for blood. They're out, Hama blood, out for blood. But who's going to get hit first is the better question. I saw the FG there. Good choice.
There.
But it didn't matter because you got thrown.
I was about to ask, when's the throw coming?
Yep.
We've been seeing strike, 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 strike.
It was going to happen. It was going to happen.
That's how it was going to end. 3-1 in the set.
Goodness.
That was a speed run there, man. We got through the first half of top 16.
That was very
And it's
fast.
not even been an hour.
It hasn't even been an hour.
It's 4:47 right now.
My goodness.
We haven't even had time to talk about some of our beautiful sponsors today, such as Hama, who has been giving out some beautiful merch, some beautiful deals, making sure everything works out.
Yep.
But we don't want to leave you folks in the dark. Up next, we have, I'm in the dark right now. I'm looking up, but I recognize one of the players right away, and it is a Faust legend in the Philly FGC. We got Malphite, T-H-I-C-C.
Malphite.
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 Yeah, he shows up always to the local, which is local host, Philly,
yes.
Philly Central. Always shows like a fantastic Faust. Usually gets like at least top 3, if not,
Oh, that's
top
wonderful.
8.
That's beautiful to see.
And I think he's going up against Lanimol, who has had a few upsets. Took out Sonic Soul.
Sonic Soul, yeah.
In a 3-0 in a reverse Jeopardy situation in their own pool.
Now, I was there to watch at least like a good 3/4 of that set. It looked very upsetting, but very satisfying.
I mean, you know what? Like, Sonic Soul is no slouch, and that means that Lanimol is showing up to play.
He means business today. He said, "Hey, Summer Jam, we coming for you. We got the gold, sucker."
Right now, we're going to be seeing the intros play out, and it's going to be the interesting matchup, Faust versus Ramlethal. What used to be the most cursed matchup in the game. I think Faust hated this matchup.
Yeah. Now, it's looking a little different because I don't think I've ever seen this in person before. I've never seen this in person. This is my first time seeing this matchup.
Well, it's going to be a first for many right now.
You got Lanky versus Short and
also
Lanky.
Lanky, yeah. Showing off these huge range normals, the item just falling behind it while Lamel goes with the Rekka.
So Malphite looking pretty strong here so far in neutral. Got the health lead. Doesn't really have to approach because he can just shoot the swords. Speaking of shooting swords, look at this RC combo. I got the wall. You're going to have to take the pressure. Good on the FD and the poke there. Oh, that's an overhead, but he sent an item in the air. Does it look like a throw? It does, but he's wearing it with the bomb.
But right now, Laminol just doesn't need to approach. He did, though, and now he's going to pay dearly for it.
Oh, my goodness. That bomb is sent in the air along with the kids that got sent home from school. They ran the full special!
Waited to the children to go. You don't want to see
That's
this.
rated R. Ran the full special.
All right. Malphite actually going with a bit more of an aggressive approach. And Laminol said, all right, I'm game. I'm going to gold gold burst, and we're just going to send you right into the corner.
And I got the meter for it. Guess what? If I break the wall, you're in trouble, mister. My goodness, Faust with throwing these items out. Malphite really trying to set up the neutral, say who's going to do in first, who's going to get in. He's throwing these items, he's got the bombs, but Laminol finds a way behind him, still gets hit by the bomb, both of them.
I mean, I guess that was a good trade. We'll call it a trade and, go to lunch early.
Speaking of going to lunch early, he's on the baseball field right now.
Oh my lord! I thought Lanimol. Yeah, it's 6P. 6P is such a good answer to that normal. I think we just didn't see it enough in the last set that we saw against the other Faustman.
But everyone does have a different play style. If everyone played the same, we'd all be robots. So it's beautiful to see how everyone has a different approach. And that 6P was beautiful, speaking of different approaches. The bombs being set, times being drawn out, the weights being thrown. Malphite's looking a little strong here. Scarecrow mix into the PRC. Now you got grab. Guess what? You're getting 6P. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that was a very nice anti-air. Unfortunately, it didn't lead to much damage. And you know what? Despite Malphite looking like they have a good control of the neutral, once they're able to get Laminol away, the damage that Laminol does once they get in is so immense that it's a barely even matchup right now.
Can I say most of the roster in this game looked really good with an afro? Is that just me? I just like how the different hairstyle looks.
You might just like the afro, and then no one can blame you.
No, that's a good hairstyle, man. That's a good hairstyle.
Not many can hold it for long, but
speaking of holding it for long,
just push the red button.
He's going to hold that. The Ramlethal special.
it's still so good. Like, that was the one thing everyone was sure Ram was going to get nerfed on. They're like, no.
The one frame reversal, right?
Like, we want her to have this, and you know what? It's very effective, so you can't blame them. That being said, the children are incoming. The Malphite is able to avoid the alimony payment and get them to a continued pressure situation. Fortunately, Lanimol gets in, but a dive kick resets the situation again. And that's what Malphite's kind of so good at, is stopping the momentum that Lanimol is able to get started.
And then both of them are able to stop each other at each other's set play. Goodness, that grab, that throw, why does he do that to you? He's a doctor. He's supposed to be helping you, not killing you.
You know, sometimes you get bored.
Sometimes, you know, that's a medical offense. You cannot do that.
I don't think the man has a license, so don't worry about it.
Well, he did come from China, so. But saying as though that he came from China, hiding his true identity as Mr. Baldman, now he's Mr. Faustman.
Is that the lore?
Yes, that's the lore.
Is that the lore? Oh my god, clap the hands, go right into the corner. Malphite getting a fantastic corner carry combo.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? PRC, make yourself safe, go back.
I mean, he had the command grab there, it was just, he just didn't believe it.
He didn't believe.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, you think that you got it, and then you got it, but you second guess yourself. Unfortunately that happens, but Lanimol got some bar here.
Yeah, but
wasn't able to spend it.
Well, he was missing one bar. You know what? That's 1-all in the set so far. It's been a little chaotic, to say the least. That's to expect with Faust, but chaotic nonetheless. Round start. Trying to bait the burst there. Unfortunately, Malphite not biting in the least.
Doing the shoot against the swords. Now, Malphite's got the offense. Never mind. Now they're both playing neutral. Lanimol looking pretty strong here against the wall. Already has a sword set. Will it come back? Yes, it does. It's just like a boomerang.
Nice call out there. Very good from Lanimol.
Good counter hit. Oh, we're throwing items today. You're going to guess. Nice ball combo. Oh, my goodness. The setups. Uh-oh, it's the little Faust. The kids are out of school. But then you got one on the pup. Oh, my goodness. Why was that combo that good?
To be fair, it didn't have a lot of life left to begin.
It didn't have a lot, but it was still nice to do.
Here's the real question. Why did they get that combo off of anti-airs? That 6P combos so well.
So you know we all have questions. It's just the right ones need to be asked.
Ooh.
Like that counter hit.
Just absolute chaos on the screen at the moment. Malphite still going in with the hammers backing him up, and the children as well.
Taking use of all of the items he's throwing out. He's just using everything that he's got in store. Lanimol getting the upper hand, pushing Malphite against the wall. Looking like it's about to be a wall break. Nice throw. What is he setting up for next? Sword split? Oh my gosh, you're nasty. Stop.
Oh, you're dead. I could have sworn he was dead, but we take those. We take those.
Lord of mercy. Oh, we're going
fishing.
We're going golfing.
A little bit of both.
It's a 9-iron. The children out of school again. I find it funny that there's always a trumpet happening when they come out.
Oh yeah, it's like the dinner bell in the old days.
Come home and get supper. And speaking of eating, he's definitely taking some damage right now. Malphite is not looking too good right now.
RC to get the pressure away. Tries to get cheeky with the Scarecrow again, but with no RC to make it safe. He's going to have to make a scrambly situation even scramblier.
Now I know after you do long dash, right there, if he didn't get hit, Lanimol would have been able to set up for something really good, especially Oki-wise. Long dash and a meaty 2K. Very nice.
You're going to drain it. Yeah, that's chip. Wow, really smart use of the meter there. Lanimol. I'm looking at the yeah, I see them sweating. Yeah, he's sweating.
He's like, hey,
he's like, oh, thank Christ. Oh my God, I thank God that killed.
It's like, I have the weight of the shoulder, like the weight of the world off my shoulders now. That actually worked. Okay, let me take a breather. Let me just assess what just happened right now.
I mean, I can't blame him. Like, it really came down to his gold burst hit, and that was a big read there in the neutral, and it gave him just enough meter to cause a chip situation. Not even a big opening.
Speaking of big openings, either player can actually take one. Nice dive kick. Oh, and that's a big opening right there. Good burst. Malphite definitely wants him off of him so he can get the offense back. Throwing these weights. Now you got the command throw. Give him an afro. Extended her box. Another one. She's keeping that hairstyle for a while.
Yeah, not much your barber can do about your hair being on fire. But the bomb goes off and it stops Malphite in his tracks. Lanimol, though, getting reset off of that little bit of schmixing. More haircuts ahoy. Just through the wall, and there you go. I will give Malphite infinite credit for this. He is so good of utilizing the items that are on screen at any given moment.
Yes.
He is just like Bruce Lee. He just flows like water with the items that come to him.
It's just everlasting going, just never stopping. He said, now water can flow or it could crash. The water, my friend.
Ooh, right now that's a big crash. Good trade for Lanimol. Gets the dust, but no big extension off of it.
Looked like he stopped the record, tried to see what the options there were. Going in and no. Oh no, let's see what your ugly face looks like today. Getting hit with the shins. Oh! Yeah, I'd scream if that hit me too.
Dude, I'm screaming right now because that hit him in such a dirty cross-up scenario. Lanimol trying to block, but gets hit by the last dust.
Goodness gracious. Malphite definitely hit him and definitely made him think about what he needed to do next.
I mean, he's thinking right now, hands are off the sticks. At your waist.
When you see that, that's an initial sign to understand, hey, I need to up the ante here. Wow.
Ooh. Trade in Malphite's favor, and the burst
just didn't reach.
Just wasted there.
Just didn't reach, unfortunately. So now he's dealing with no meter, up against the wall, command throw, and now what's being set up next?
No, not
no, but there's a lot of layers to this. He's going to make this drag out. Look at those bombs being thrown. Hello? Is this S&D?
It's a landmine field. That's what it is. So many explosions going on at any moment. Malphite is on set point. Lanimol fighting for the tournament life now.
Fighting to stay in. He's got a good lead right now. Trying to stay in there, but getting pushed back. Malphite definitely trying to tell him, hey, I got this, and I want to win.
Okay, definitely taking the skies more often, trying not to let themselves get opened up, but there it comes. Twister into the wall. Last ditch effort, and it goes to waste.
He did it! Stop! Stop it! That's an ender?
He got the throw
Oh
on
my
too.
God! He's got the throw on too. That actually looks ridiculous. Lanimol definitely happy.
No, that was Malphite.
Sorry, Malphite. Excuse me. Malphite
yes.
looked very happy. Excuse me for the mistake on that. That's what he was looking for. He was so happy that he got that.
I mean, to be fair, that was a really tight set. As chaotic as it was, Lanimol was definitely giving Malphite a run for his money. It went 3-2. That's the closest set we've had in this top 16 so far. So, you know, shout outs to both players. Unfortunately, that is it for Lanimol. But you know what? That's just how it is, unfortunately. Yeah. Good job, GG's. Next, we're going to have Alex Smith versus Finna head out. But, you know, maybe give a little more love time to some of the sponsors of this tournament.
Definitely, love to. Speaking of which, going back to Combo, I love most of their things. Do you love most of their things? I do.
I'll be honest. The one thing I'm looking at Combo for is a lot of their like packaging stuff. Like
they do have some nice bags actually. I'm not going to lie.
I'm a pad player, so I don't use stick, but like.
That shield backpack is looking very nice.
Exactly, right? If I'm looking at my backpack, it don't got enough room for everything I need.
Oh yeah.
As a commentator and a player. That shield looking really nice, and right now it's looking cheaper because of the 20% off coupon code. Summer Jam 2022.
I would definitely love to get an Obsidian, but I'm more so focused on the HyperX products.
Ooh, okay.
Speaking of which, take control of your mobile gaming with the Clutch controller. It's Clutch by HyperX. Love their products. I actually think I have a HyperX headset at home.
I mean, they're known
I got
for
it as a gift.
Yeah. And it was probably the best gift you got, especially as a commentator. With
most definitely. But then my dad starts screaming at me when I'm yelling in the mic too loud. So then that happens.
Well, but you know what? I could see myself yelling at while commentating. Them's fighting hurts. Big fighting game coming out. It's been out for a little while, but the console release has been up until now delayed. Coming out October 18th of 2022, not only on Xbox, PS4, PS5, but the Switch as well. And I think I'm going to pick it up on the Switch just because, again, something nice for the travels.
Right, isn't it this work of art? And speaking of work of arts, please look at Wave Chan's stuff. All of her things are cat keychains, posters, stickers, chibis, enamel pins. I got one of those, a Mega Man X one right on my back. Over 500 plus characters to pick from. Please visit wavestore.etsy.com.
And then, of course, we have Underworld art as well. More fan art. You can see some of the Stellar Smash artwork in the back. Potemkin as well with Guilty Gear. And a bunch of characters. You can use the QR code to find their website and use Underworld art code JAM2022 to get 20% off.
I love that deal. But speaking of deals, I want to see who's dealing the damage here in this matchup right now. You know I'm ready.
Now, Finna, I know, is a Kai player. Again, one of the many Kai players we've been seeing today.
Yes.
Solid character overall. Got knocked to loser's side just in the qualifying set for this top 16 by Stingray, who we saw earlier.
Right.
And Stingray, their game plan that stopped Finna more or less was just solid anti-airs, really stopping the entire dash and jump-based momentum game plan that Finna was trying to run. And so Alex Smith is going to either have to have a similar answer in their May, and granted, May, definitely has that available to them, or Finna's going to have to change things up.
You got May, the Tax Invader, and Fraudulent. Still one for fraudulency.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So we got Alex Smith versus Finna Head Out. Finna Head Out, definitely Finna Head Up with this projectile in your face. And that 6P to tire your clock. On with the pressure. Alex Smith definitely have to take this. Oh, but what's the Dolphin doing? Totogeki! Right up in your face. Still going in. Finna Head Out trying to put it. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, the 6P does that.
That 6P?
Don't worry
Beautiful.
about it. Just that lower hurt box.
And definitely, doesn't he have like one of the best 6Ps in the game, Kai?
Kai, yeah, without a doubt.
Definitely love seeing it happen in action too. But Finna Head Out is in trouble, but not anymore. Saying as though he's got bar, he's got burst, he's gonna set up, and there's the dust. Now that's a tricky dust because it is low, but it hits high. So
that was a slobber knocker to say the least. Finna trying to be a bit more aggressive. Alex having some decent challenges this time though. Tries to get in, gets hit by the fireball.
Nice 6P. I've been seeing those with a lot of Kai players today. So now we're going for the strike throw mix, and we're going to see what's going to happen.
I like
the
that.
Whale and the splash damage. Good option right there.
You know what? We were giving it too much credit. Finna had the perfect punish for it on the way out, but unfortunately Alex is getting their way in again. Burst gets them out, and I love that use of 6P to go under the fireball. Really annihilates Finna's any essence of zoning that they thought they had.
My goodness, this pressure right now is actually amazing. He opened up Finna Head Out, and that's death. Not even a wall break, that's just death.
That RRC and using it to carry the momentum of the Dolphin was silly and effective.
And yes, it was both silly and effective. I'm willing to see more of it.
Okay.
These Dolphins are straight out of SeaWorld. I don't know where they're coming from.
I don't think anybody's supposed to know. Sends the ball right in, and you notice that Finna has stopped using his own fireball. Worried about the 6P going under them with momentum.
Yep. Oh, but we got the throw, so we're going to set up for the EX. Oh, sorry. Nope. That's not working. Overhead into the low. It's super.
Ride the lightning through the wall.
And you're at a very low health rate here, sir.
Well, you know what?
That was nice. He blocked it.
I mean, he blocked it, but with no punish, there's no reward. Thankfully, slides right in for the last bit of damage. Finna Head Out. Not taking the cleanest game one.
But it
still
did
a
help.
game one.
Yeah, still a game one. So a game is better than not having anything at this point. So
Alex is having a few good challenges here and there. It's really been their overcommitment to reversals that has kind of gotten them a little in trouble.
And as you've seen, Finna Head Out threw out a 6P, but it whiffed. So Alex definitely trying to look out for those too. And speaking of 6Ps, there it is, right into the dire clock. But Alex definitely nice with the overhead, but couldn't confirm anything off of it after that. Oh, we're going air combo city.
It was just a frame kill. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness. Finna head out. He doesn't want to head out. That low health. Nice, applying a pressure decently enough to set the back to neutral.
Wow, big counter poking coming from Alex Smith, and it actually works out in the last bit.
Totsugeki Apparently that didn't work a second time. He 6P'd you right in your face right there, May. Don't want to do that third time.
6P has, and for Finna, and Kai 6P has been working as one of the most effective counter pokes this entire set.
I've been seeing it happen all day so far, and it's just like, you can't go wrong with it. You really can't.
I mean, there has to be a counterplay to it, but it's up to Alex Smith to call it out. Thankfully, gets in with the PRC cancel. And right now, we're going to try to keep this momentum in the corner, but the burst stops it immediately. Gets in with this sneaky dash low.
Setting up, trying to go for a low, but ended up missing. But didn't matter because he killed. Killed anyway.
Even stopped short right at the end there to try to bait a reversal burst from Alex Smith. And even though it didn't come out, it still just went in anyway.
It still managed to, took it to his advantage. So that's good. He was able to get the round off of that. But trying to see if he'll progress here. So Alex probably needs to start applying more lows like Finna Head Out is doing, because that's how you're going to get past the 6Ps.
Well, he has to get in first. That's the thing, and that's been a bit of the struggle for Alex Smith so far. Thankfully, he gets in with that set. Standard jump in, standard combo off of it. Huge damage.
Oh my goodness, that dolphin.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any more dolphins for the rest of the day. Please.
Oh,
it's
you're
scary.
Gonna see a lot more, at least for this set.
It's scary.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. He was able to hit him out of that. Oh. All right, but it's all right. Alex has burst, and he used it right then and there. PRC, but that was a bad trade.
We take those. We take those. I mean, it's definitely been tough for Alex Smith's approach. He's been getting counter-poked quite frequently, and even when he tries to go in with the Dolphin, it's usually then either challenged by the 6P again, or even challenged by these lows here. So it's been really hard for Alex Smith to kind of stay on top of Finna Head Out.
A nice throw. Well, tech throw. Excuse me. He's setting up for trying to apply more pressure, put him into the corner here. Finna Head Out, definitely hit him with the burst, and he backdashed the 6P. Good punish on that. Oh, we're going against the wall. This is not looking good.
Send him right through. Not guess for game just yet. Wow, the instant air normal there. Finna striking right away, does not want to give Alex Smith a chance. And you understand why. The RC was going to make for a final guess.
And give him the opportunity he needed to get right back in. Oh, but that 6P to Diarrhea Cloud is dangerous. Nice YRC into the low. And that he'll take a round.
Yeah. Alex Smith, you know, it might look like they're struggling in this set, but honestly, been taking more rounds as of late. Unfortunately, that neutral jump going to get beat up at 6P, but damn those range normals on Alex.
It's just crazy. You know, she shouldn't even be strong enough to carry that anchor, to be honest with you. I don't know how she's swinging it.
She's a strong child there. Strong child. Uses the BRC trying to make the approach off of the knockdown.
Finna Head Out definitely has that life lead here. Doesn't really have to apply too much pressure, but just enough to try to make them make a mistake. Speaking of which, there it is.
Yeah, that neutral jump has been called out twice now with the 6P. And to be fair, one of them he had to use an RC to make, you know, the 6P available.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6P again. Just the
perfect punish for those Dolphins.
Just a hell of a button.
We're trying to play the air game. Wasn't really working there. Don't know what the game plan was. I think he's just probably trying to find a way out to set back north and neutral. Probably at least want to take his turn back. But no, Finna Head Out definitely has a life lead again, and now Alex Smith looking like he's in trouble. And in trouble he is. He's going to have to go to the principal's office. May, you're up. Goodbye.
It's tough because Finna's and Kai's 6P has negated quite a bit of what Alex wants to do, both on offense and on defense. We've seen their forward aerial approach get stuffed by it, and we've also seen their neutral jump as a counter option to dash and be stuffed by the 6P. So they really need to get a counterplay around that. Thankfully, instant Dolphin will do that, and the counter hit extends that damage just a little bit. Dolphin coming out a little too fast for the 6P.
Alex definitely applying more pressure than he did in the previous round in that corner for a bit. Yeah. But it got disturbed by that low, so now we're just heading right back to neutral. Oh, nice cancel on that RC. But
I love it. The speed, like the distance that Alex is calling out these Dolphins is so close that there's no way in hell Finna is going to call out the 6P in the time. Like, he might call out Dolphin if he gets pushed out enough around here.
Yeah, you don't want to use it at like the right amount of time. And plus, you can tell when he's doing it. Anytime he backs up, it's just, okay, well, I know what you're going to do. I'm going to set up for 6B.
Is that a frame kill? Is that a frame kill?
I have no clue, to be fully honest with you. That actually looked pretty bad.
Very nice.
Nice 6P. See, he's waiting for him now.
Yeah.
Here's strike throw mix, and now we're going to go in.
Alex thought he was safe. He was like, I got a round. I took a round. That means I can go back to my standard game plan. No. Finna is still very capable of anti-airing with that button.
Yeah. Tried to FD, but got hit with that Thunder Arc, and then put him back right into the corner again.
Ooh, good block there.
And FDing, trying to make sure he's safe on these blocks, and you have enough space, probably throw out a Dolphin. But then if he throws out the Dolphin and he's holding back, he's going to definitely 6P. But there's the punish right there. And he didn't even need to do it.
All right, set point right now for Finna head out.
Ooh. Oh, goodness, that low. There we are. It's fun. I haven't seen that mechanic be used all day. The dash cancel mechanic, I haven't seen that be used, at least like, that's the first time I've seen it.
I think it's specifically to call out what Finna's trying to do, which is just like, he's really waiting on these specific options from Alex to use the 6B in. And the dash cancel just calls it out a little bit.
Finna head out definitely got the life lead again, so you know Alex has to figure out what he's going to do from here. He doesn't have too much tension, and on top of that, he could get snuck. Oh,
there it is.
There it is. Unfortunately,
that nasty low, that nasty standing low. Yep. All right. Well, Alex Smith out of the tournament. Finna head out. Gonna move on up.
And finna head out.
No, Finna gonna move on up in the bracket.
He's finna to move on up, but he's heading out for his next match.
Okay.
He's waiting. He's waiting. He's not out.
No, he's not out. He is not out. He took it, very well. Such a weird set. I'm gonna have to look back on it because it was a strange denial of certain options that I think May is so used to using, like Dolphin at full range, even just like jumping in with the anchor, which usually has such a good hitbox for a jump in, even just like
it covers a good decent amount, and then you have to kind of just like, well, if they jump in, I get 6P, but then like, is it worth it?
And it was worth it every time for Finn. Yep. Every single time.
You play against it and you start 6Ping it often, or just trying to calling out it anyway. If you got a meter, you can just backdraft PRC, make yourself safe, try to just play out the situation from there. But sometimes you don't really think about these things. You're kind of just locked in. Some things it's just tighter to do. It's harder to do when you're really thinking about what you got to do in terms of set plays.
I suppose so. And it just definitely seemed tough for Alex in terms of even getting any sort of set play going. But
So next up we got Bruscar Lewis and Red Fantasy. I saw Red Fantasy earlier today, right?
Yeah, the sole Happy Chaos that I've even seen today, which is a weird statement to say, but you know what? The character hasn't had as much popularity in recent times, mainly due to the buffs to their zoning game plan. The rush down is still just
still kind of it's kind of OD.
Yeah.
So.
But even then, Red Fantasy was sent to losers by somebody we saw earlier, which was Sorcerer Twix, Sorcerer with their Testament sent them down to loser side in a pretty solid fashion. I think it was a 3-0. And we're going to okay. I didn't get to see the players.
We got LK and Yurikov. Okay, cool. Wonderful.
Gotcha. Sorry. We'll leave those players for later. It's going to be Lord Knight and Yurikov up first. I have seen these two play quite a bit.
I have never seen these two play ever.
It's an intense mirror match often, because sometimes Lord Knight, especially if he's on the winner side, he'll go off Milia. He'll play characters that he thinks are the meta, and understandably so. He has good reasons if you ever listen to his stream. But then when he's in loser side, it's all Milia. Put your soul into it. And of course, Yurikov also a fantastic Milia player as well.
Yes, I've seen Yurikov play individually, but never seen these two play against each other. So this is a first.
I think Lord Knight usually takes these sets, at least in the ones that I've seen. Ooh, okay, nice anti-air there from Yurikov. He's trying to make the approach, but Lord Knight knows those mixes too well.
Yeah,
Gets out of dodge.
It's like, hey, I'm going to do the same thing you're going to do, but I'm going to do it better. That's basically how this match is basically going to go.
For any concern, Yurikov is the blonde, Lord Knight is the brunette.
I love me some brunettes. The only thing with mirror matches, sometimes it's a little confusing.
You're gonna see these dangers quite a bit because both these players do not want to approach or full commit against either.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Rosebud just finally makes out of the way. Lord Knight right now with a slight life lead is going to go into the negative penalty because of that evasive maneuver he's been doing.
Trying to make sure that they both have the set play in neutral. One wants to take over, the other one wants to take over. It's kind of like a consistent battle of like who's going to get it first, you know? Kind of hard to tell because these are both very skilled players.
What a last-minute burst, but Lord Knight believes in this set. Yurikov still has his own, and yeah, there's no escape from that. You're going to have to eat that second hit.
Yeah,
Yurikov takes round one in a 83-second round of Milia versus Milia. This might be one of the longest sets we have in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Both players are going to be playing so evasive.
They don't want to get any type of offensive mistake at all. Because if they do, it will cost them. Remember, they both share the same health, so.
Not only that, but they both have an eye for the mix. Like, there are certain tells that you can see, okay, he's going to be on this side or that side. But right now, Yurikov is running with the mix, calls out Lord Knight on the same side mix, and the car will run it through. Game one going to Yurikov.
Now, will he consistently keep playing as Milia?
Yeah, I have no doubt about it.
Off to still trying to evade each other. Oh, but
look at the conversion on the trade.
Yeah, see, that's actually very insane. Oh, the overhead.
Like, I think Yurikov is the exemplary Milia that many players look to replicate. I think Lord Knight just has a little bit more of the nuance in terms of the ground game, in terms of these very specific trade combos. But even then, how many of those trades can you even get? Yurikov instead running the standard game plan and working so effectively with it. Gets the corner, same side.
Against the wall, PRC, make yourself safe. Did you see that? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
You threw down your pen. I know you saw it. We're looking at the same thing here.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Ooh,
now this is definitely going to be a long set because how these two play, they're both trying to avoid each other but approach at the same time with the same character. Not easy. And saying is though,
I didn't see that. that dash was so fast. But unfortunately, Yurikov gets a back throw and stops Lord Knight's momentum. Still, Lord Knight gets out of the corner, pushes Yurikov right back in, and is doing just very safe pressure gameplay.
Goodness, that RC cancel, very good. Now set him up for the disc setup, into the throw, into another disc setup, into the low. 2D will finish that off and take his health away.
All right, Lord Knight getting some momentum, but even then, both down a round, and Yurikov up a game. Wow, just the evasion right now. Lord Knight put himself into danger, but baits out the burst, so he's in such a good position at the moment.
Yurikov definitely getting hit right now by Lord Knight, but Lord Knight seems to be doing pretty fine at the moment. Got the health lead, going to try to work his way in.
Kudos to Yurikov, who blocked as best as he could, but in these final moments, getting opened up as if he was getting guard broken.
Goodness gracious, and that is a perfect.
A very long perfect, a 38-second long perfect.
That's how you know a set's serious. If it takes that long and you're trying to figure each other out, you're trying to see who's going to make the mistake first, who's going to whiff, who's going to get the cross up, who's going to apply pressure first. It's tough. It's not easy, especially when it comes to mirror matches. So, and I'm very happy seeing this. Oh my goodness, did you see that?
Yeah, I mean the dash up after the far slash. Lord Knight immediately calling it out with his own far slash and getting the knockdown for it. Huge amount.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good.
That was looking optimal.
You know what? It was a questionable burst from Yurikov there. Can he regain this round? Because if he can't, it wasn't worth it.
So trying to move around, get the momentum going, and avoid each other at the same time.
Too many backdashes. But that's we're good.
Oh no.
That's it.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. That's all that matters, is it worked.
Alright, giving a little kiss by a rose right from the top there. I don't even know how you're supposed to block that.
Milia is confusing. Definitely confusing to me, especially played at a high set pace like this. Oh yeah, I'm getting mixed for days. I would not be at left, right, hello. I can't tell where you're going. My goodness.
Yeah, the anti-air gets stuffed there, just hitting low enough. Yurikov able to get a little bit of a conversion, but I think a slight drop at the end there means that Lord Knight's going to be able to escape.
A nice low. Now in the death setup. Oh, YRC, get him off of me. But the burst was coming. I knew it. Had a good feeling that he would definitely didn't want him on him. Oh my goodness, that conversion.
That's dead.
But he baited the burst and then applied the pressure.
Oy, oy, oy. I mean, Lord Knight right now, this is kind of how this set goes back and forth. It's not a free set in any sense of the word, but Lord Knight does tend to overtake Yurikov, just in terms of the neutral, to be quite honest. Yurikov's defense is spectacularly strong on the mix, but in the neutral, Lord Knight's movement is definitely difficult for Yurikov to keep up with.
Nice breeze, Bert.
Yeah.
There's bait. Excuse me, I said that backwards. That was so good that I said it backwards. I can't believe it.
Mix yourself up. It happens to the best of us. That being said, Yurikov right now doing spectacular with his own mix, but getting back thrown off of a forward dash from Lord Knight, who's going to hope to reverse this situation entirely. Burst allows him to maintain
but the whiff on the grab definitely got punished from that. And Yurikov definitely not looking too good here. Lord Knight trying to apply the pressure. Nice low into this setup. Oh my goodness, he's all over him like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm. My goodness.
It's a lot of
he
white.
Is on him. He is on him.
A lot of white there. Okay, goes for the air-to-air. Interesting. The air-to-airs have now been working out in Yurikov's favor a bit more, which I don't know how Lord Knight's going to respond with. That's been their go-to so far.
Honestly, it's not really looking, like you said, this is not free. Like, they both know what they're going to aiming for.
That mix-up's free, though.
That mix-up was free?
He just went for the dust, gets interrupted, but Lord Knight says, no, stop all momentum here. I'm just going to wait.
Sometimes patience does do a virtue.
That was
okay.
That car.
All right, stop it.
That car was insulting.
Okay, please stop it. Oh goodness gracious! I said stop. Why won't you stop?
All right. Wait, that's not it. We done?
That's it. That's it.
Was that two? Were we at 2-1?
We were at 3-1. It looked.
So that was 3-1. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Goodness gracious! Why is this going by so fast?
I thought that was going to be one of the longer sets, to be honest, because I thought. And I give Yurikov the credit, rightly so. Despite being a strong melee player from the get-go, he's been improving slowly over time, and he's definitely been matching himself a bit more to Lord Knight's level because they fight each other so frequently. But despite that first game going really back and forth, really long extended set, I think Lord Knight was just getting a good feel on what kind of mixes would open him up consistently and what kind of neutral options would call out some of Yurikov's defensive maneuvers. So really stellar stuff. If you want to learn melee at all, look at those sets because both of those players are who you want to learn from.
Yeah. So, and then on top of that, they both have to worry about each other's disc setup. So that's not fun to deal with either. Left-right mix is never fun to deal with. You got to guess or you're dead. You're dead.
That's just how the game runs, my friend. But you know what? We got more games to run in front of us. I believe this is one of the last in the top 16. We got the matchup we were mentioning earlier, Bruscar Laws versus Red versus Fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll finally get to see some of that happy chaos action.
So, we're repping Chip.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I guess that's.
I love this already.
Been waiting all day, and here it comes.
Yeah, this is definitely what I want to see. Trying to cheer each other up, talking to each other. See, I like good sportsmanship, even pre-round, before you start each other fighting. Love to see it, especially if you two know each other commonly.
Oh no,
very fun. All right,
apply some curse immediately.
All right, Red versus Fantasy definitely applying pressure with this gun. My goodness. But Bruscar definitely putting up the FD, especially for the run cancel. Good for applying and getting in on Happy Chaos. Definitely important. But he's getting pushed back by these bullets. Oh my goodness. Please. Do not end like this. Do not. There we go. We're going for the 2D. It looked like he tried to go for the OTG after the 2D.
Mayhaps. Gets the DP block. Dome. Burst.
Oh, shots! Shots! Oh my goodness. He's not looking good on health. All it takes is probably one more hit, even if it's chip damage. No pun intended.
I do like the BRC there just to get any sort of momentum going, because you're not going to have enough tension meter to FD all these bullets. But now you're in the corner. Good blocking, YRC.
Good choice to get him off of you.
Yeah, but now you have no meter.
Yep.
That's it.
And then you get shot.
That's it. You need the meter to block the shot.
My man, Happy Chaos really just comes in at a full punch. He just doesn't care.
I mean, again, the zoning aspects of this character have been neutered in some ways. Thus, you have to rely much more on the offensive maneuvers. And those round start punches are how you get your momentum going. That being said,
Nice
Bruscar right now
finish
with the
nice into the grab. Up into the super. Now he can safe jump off of this. He can bait out the burst, which he might do. He's got the health lead. Let's see. No, he's going straight for the aggressiveness in the mix. Oh, nice throw. We love to see that.
One of the most common answers to a lot of air options in this game, the air throw, and Bruscar using that basic fundamental to take round number 2.
But there's the burst to get him off of you. Oh, but you just got far slash, sir. And that definitely, oh, we're going in again? Yeah, wall break. Like I said, you can set up for safe jump here, so he's probably going to be doing something a little different. That 2D counter, goodness, this is not good. Red versus Fantasy. And Bruscar takes the perfect.
That was quite a turn of events considering the first round. First round, you know, Red versus Fantasy looked decent having their offense start. But Luz right now, their timing in particular has been opening up Red Fantasy in a way that's slightly concerning. Too many counter hits are happening. Too many situations where you just get huge damage.
And when you get that counter hit,
there
it's
it is
lovely.
again.
Speaking of which, nice. Just ran at him and go for the throw. Nice to see that. 5K, nice jump into throw. Oh, but he's responded with his own. And now, Red vs. Fantasy's got the pressure on him. He's going in with these shots. Take another throw. Here's one on the menu. Reapply. Oh my goodness. Stop. Stop.
No, I'm going to leave him slumping in the corner there.
He said, yeah, get off of me. I don't want you to keep doing this. But he missed the 6H there. Definitely bad.
That was possibly the only...
Oh, no.
I can't believe that worked. I can't believe the throw whiffed there. Wow. I don't know if that was luck, skill, or a combination of the two.
Both, yeah. But Red vs. Fantasy looking pretty good here. Definitely trying to go for the wall resets. He wants to kill him, wants to mix him up, go for these bullets. And he's wasting all of these shots, but he's making it count where it needs to be. Putting the pressure on Bruscar.
No whip punish there.
Yep. Setting up the clone. He's reloading. He's reloading. Nice throw, though. Oh, nice overhead.
Just
PRC. Now, what I haven't seen yet is command grab. Will we get that?
I don't know. Not just yet.
Normally, if you don't throw it out, it eventually gets thrown out. Oh, my goodness. He's opened up for a little bit.
You could just,
Oh,
no,
my God. He's getting shots. He is getting shots. Ooh. Good burst to get him off.
Had to burst there to stop the momentum, but you know what? Luz said, I can get in once, I can get in again. Oh my God, these Rekkas again, just timing them so perfectly as to open Red versus Fantasy up and get himself a second game.
That was a perfect.
Like, you can try to keep Chip out as best you can. You can try to use burst to just reset the situation. But at the end of the day, if Bruscar is able to get on top of you once, he'll do it again. And it's the biggest problem is just the rhythm of his pressure has been opened up Red Fantasy so consistently.
And then having to beat Chip, it's rather you risk it all, you don't risk it at all. because if you risk it all, great. You'll be able to keep the offense up, but then if you get hit and you don't, it's not looking too good. Especially you don't want it from Happy Chaos. You will get shot into wall break, and then it'll just be consistency of bullets right in your face, especially if you don't FD. Nice throw from Reverse Fantasy. Good tech.
Wow, the just block there.
Oh, he's wasting ammo at this point.
You know, but he's out of concentration. Can't aim a second shot. Yep. This is a big opportunity for Bruscar.
Yep. And watching the meter is definitely important in this matchup. Versatile conversions, but just pressive zoning, but doesn't have traditional heavy buttons.
He went in. He could just do a shot and go in, but instead, Bruscar puts himself on set point.
Bruscar's definitely trying. We love this.
That was such a hard call out on that round opener from Red Fantasy.
Good throw. He said, back off of me.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you suffer from this. And that's a wall reset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Happy
we're
Chaos
going
special.
in. He definitely wants all of this back. He said, yeah, that last round, definitely want to get you back for it.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get a chance to seal the deal, though.
Well,
first at the last second, but whips.
Goodness gracious, no.
What a button to whip. He went for
YRC, good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. He caught him rolling, and you whipped the grab. Oh, man.
What can you do? What can you do? What can you say except GG's?
GG's.
Both sides.
Unfortunately, that was just how the cookie crumbled. So...
Unfortunately, our cookie has looked to be crumbling right now. We're going to go on a little bit of a break, maybe restore on snacks. But it's been fun commentating so far as it is. Make sure to stay tuned, though, because we have some sponsors that would love to show you the merch that they have on sale for you.
And they would love for you to purchase.
Well, I mean, yeah, effectively. We'll see you all in a little bit. Top
Steve Abdul, as mentioned before.
We're going to be continuing in this top 16 of Guilty Gear Strive. We've already gone through all the winner side and then all the loser side of top 16. So we're down to, I believe, our top 12 essentially.
Oh, we're getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my gosh, this Eno's theme playing?
Yeah, it's Hama. Excuse me. Hama and Finna head out right now.
Yep.
Hama, of course, we saw with his Ram Assault. Finna with the Kai as well. This is not a button check. People are going right in there.
Yeah, they are definitely trying to fight each other to the max right now. All efforts, all juiced up. I'm saying we're ready to go. Nice jump normal right there from Finna head out.
Pretty easy escape from Hama Blood there. I was expecting Finna to give a bit more of a chase in the corner. But close frames.
Good trade. At least they would be able to push each other away from each other. Now Hama Blood has the meter. RC right there for more pressure, and more RC for more pressure. But that sword.
That is such a beautiful sequence there. Just a lock.
Good air throw. Hama Blood is booming right now. He is definitely on the aggressive side today. Oh, Lord have mercy.
God help you if there is a guard break ever in this game. Like
it's spooky out here right now. Nice tech throw. Speaking of throws, he didn't tech that one though. Now you got to deal with what's coming up next. Oh, Thunderdart goes over Hanma and he punishes.
Yeah, kind of saw what was coming next and dashed right under it. Unfortunately, leaving 2 frames open once again. Finna getting almost all of his damage until now from throws. This damage is going to be stellar.
Oh, that could kill.
Not quite.
Oh, never mind. Just by a bit. He's alive by a bit. He's got maybe one more chance to get back what he needs to. PRC. Nice tech. That's how you know these two are awake right now.
Not able to punish the landing, unfortunately. Finna with a significant life lead. Yeah, closes out with the low.
All right. Hama already running up, trying to do things, set the pressure, make sure he makes a mistake. He's on him. He is on him. And he bursts it. And is not looking too good in the corner. Yeah, don't want to be in the corner. That left-right PRC was nice.
Okay, yeah, just dashes right under that lunge again. But Finna this time ready to get an escape of their own.
Good way to check that Funded Arc is, 5P, 6P. normally works wonders.
Hama right now going with the throw.
He's going in. Oh, nice tech throw. They are awake right now. They are awake. They are not asleep.
Good 6B, good extension off of it. That being said, Hama has the life lead. I speak too soon. Finna gonna try to close it out. No.
Oh yeah, that OTG's.
What happened there? What was he trying to bait? Maybe he's trying to bait the reversal overdrive and just like dash forward block.
Block probably. Yeah.
Hama just called him out. Just walk forward, throw. All right.
Let's rock.
Goodness gracious.
What an
Hit him right out of the air.
That was just a force field of active frames.
Yeah. Good thing with Rams, like, she doesn't even need to get that close to hit you. So it's like she can just swing, and now you got to worry about the next string coming off right after.
Yeah, she's swinging, and he's just letting.
Goodness. That was crazy.
Thought he had more range on that than was expected, but you know what? It's all working out. Hanma going to take the round, and I think that's just round one. Okay. But honestly, Hama is just throwing out these normals and expecting Finna to just walk right into them, and it's been very effective.
All right, Finna head out. Definitely got him against the corner right now. Hama not looking too strong. He's got the upper hand. Hasn't even been touched yet, hopefully. Let's keep that at a state. Oh my goodness. Nice. Dash up, move back, dash in again, go for the throw.
Hama was full on dedicated to taking the throw, and so they did. Burst right away to stop that momentum immediately. But Finna is still going to just march their way up in their face. No dash under this time. Going to get stuck in the corner. Pressure continues on, but you know what? Yeah, nice walk-up throw.
Goodness gracious. DP. Heavy one at that. Setting up for victory right now. Definitely wants to see what he's going to do. That Founder Arc into the low. High-low. Yeah, we're going to have to hold that one.
All right, 1-all in the set so far.
Oh, he's going right back in.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to change anything. It's been really just some very impressive reads from both sides and then riding that momentum until they get the win.
Oh, definitely interrupted that.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Thank God there's burst in this game, because you would have been a dead man walking.
Oh, that burst did not go according to plan. And now you're being put in a situation you don't want to get put in. And now the tables have turned, because you just got put against the corner, and this is not looking good.
That instant overhead was
Oh my goodness.
Sets up the trigger. Yeah.
Nice tech though. He tried to throw in the 6P, it didn't work, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Hama is really trying to get the upper hand here any way he can.
I mean, it's not like he can zone out Finna. Finna will come and he will show up and he will just throw you.
Oh, nice just block.
And then not only that, but the punish on the side.
Nice air throw. We're going in right into the corner. She's going to get the sword back, so going to be setting up for something else. Probably another shoot. Like I said, there it is. BRC into the low. Oh yeah, this is not looking good right here. You're getting confused, sir. Oh no! And he didn't burst.
That was clean. That was a clean ram.
That was a clean.
Round. That is what you expect when you see this character on the screen. And the only way Finna's been able to like stave that off has been through solid neutral rush down. And Hanma might just be getting a scent on that.
Again, shooting the sword against the wall. High pressure. Definitely trying to get him to make a mistake here so he can get the upper hand, but he's got him already open.
This is not the worst situation for Finna because now he's not in the corner.
No, yeah. At least he set right back to neutral, so PRC, good, make yourself safe. Oh! Ramlethal special. Hey, do you know those, that only costed a meter. You know, you can get that on the menu anytime you want.
That you can, that you can. Ooh, okay, yeah, that neutral jump, again, just using the active frames to stop Finna in their tracks. And it's been impressive how quickly Finna has been able to reverse the momentum of these sets and just keep Finna in the corner.
Oh my goodness. oh my goodness.
Not enough to kill.
But at least it lowered him, and he whipped the throw into grab.
What are you gonna do?
Beautiful.
I mean, at that point, you just accept your fate. You're like, yeah, I teched it, and I tech it again.
If you had a chance to choose your fate, would you?
Ooh.
Definitely trying to get in. Finna head out. Definitely needs to get the upper hand here. Going in for the low. Oh.
Hama right now not playing well around Finna's counter pokes, and those counter pokes lead to an instant corner carry into the wall. Again, just instant dead. All right.
Finna head out. Still in this. Still strong.
Yeah, Finna looking stronger. Hama maybe just looking a little weaker to the game plan.
Oh, the whiff grab. Ooh, nice for the poke. He's really trying to get these counter pokes off. The kid, that's definitely how he's going to be playing this. He gets those counter pokes, he's definitely going to be able to get the upper hand. He's setting up for a wall. Yep, there it is. Now finna head out's looking very strong right now with the health lead into the low 2P.
Wow, both sides just charging at one another. I guess I get the idea of what Hama was looking for. He was looking to make a really aggressive approach and then push Finna into the corner. But yeah, Finna just called it out immediately with the dash forward 2P.
Right. So, Finna head out. Definitely has him against the wall here. Trying to go in for a setup, but definitely just max 5P. Get him off of him real quick. Oh, but the whiff. Yeah, these two are two tigers trying to fight for the same cage right now. It's not good. The amount of violence and tenacity that these two want to just deliver to each other.
Well, Finna's just been much less dash heavy. He's been very short on his dashes, been using long range buttons just so that he doesn't get caught by Hanma's own sort of poking strategy. Adapting very well. And it's working, so we're seeing progress here. Well, Hama definitely got the throw. That jump, interesting. Wow, okay. Slightly delaying the jump arc. Interesting. Hama Blood definitely applying pressure here. Putting over there with the jump in. And shoots the sword right into the wall. Trying to apply more force as possible. Gonna head out. Definitely just looking low on health right now. At least he's at health, not at, well, maybe I spoke too soon. And he's got meter. I tell you, with RC, this character becomes rushed down. Yeah, so, oh my goodness, that was beautiful. I don't even know what happened there. He backed PRC'd and attacked. That was nice. Get the spacing to see if he do make a mistake, and clearly he made one. Oh my God, the range, and finally Hama using that extra range that Ramp has to her disposal to push Finna into the corner. Knocks him through the wall, so this is actually Finna's best option to try to regain this set point. Oh, see, now Hama's adapting. It only takes one more throw. Oh my gosh, the burst, good stuff to get him off. But I don't think counter poking is going to work here. You're going to have to try to figure something out. Going with the full aggression, that was an empty jump. Try to trick him into doing something else. Oh, it only takes one more. Yep, there it is. I don't think he even had intention to survive that entire sequence afterwards. But you know what? GG's to both sides. Unfortunately, that will be the end for Finna. Yep. Good gameplay. Good gameplay. I like the way he was playing the entire time he was in this set. So, very aggressive from both players, but, you know, mistakes happen. Adaptation happens. So, once you get the adaptation, it's just like you can't play the same way you were 5 minutes ago. And it wasn't even like they were too hard struck on either situation. Like, it was cool. 3-2. Yeah, it was a balance. It wasn't like it was free. It wasn't like he was just overwhelming. It was just they were actually going back and forth, which I love to see. I love to see that. Well, what I'd love to see more, just a bit, is some of the sponsors today. Some of the combo sponsors in particular who have a fantastic code and coupon that we can use on some of their merchandise, such as these bags, the Shield and Aegis, and such as these beautiful sticks, the Obsidian, the Pearl. I have a friend who used the Dragon for so long just because it has the nice weight that you can put on your lap, and it just feels like you have a table on top of you. Well, I know what's better than having a table on top of me. Something a little lighter. HyperX definitely has some nice headphones and controllers. So take control of your mobile gaming and go with the clutch controller by HyperX. Very nice, very sleek looking. You see the design? I like the way that it has that like carbon fiber look on the side. I can feel the texture on my hands right now, and it feels nice. Yeah. It feels very nice.
But what is also what's feeling nice is them fighting herds. The fighting herds coming into consoles October 18, 2022. I'd love to play this with like my nieces or anyone like my kids at home. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, the art style is fantastic. And again, like, the fact that it's on the Switch, great for mobile use, which, I don't know, again, if you're on the travel, you just kind of want a fun fighting game to kind of play with, that might be just the ticket.
Now, we got Wave Chan with the cat keychains. Now, fortunately, I was able to show this Chip Zanov cat keychain I got from her. Unfortunately, it snapped a little, but it's still intact, so I'm keeping it there. So please visit wavestore.etsy.com so you'll be able to catch her stuff.
And then, of course, finally, we have Underworld art. You can use the QR code in the top right-hand corner there to see the website where all of these beautiful art displays are shown. You can use the code JAM2022 and get 20% off items.
Definitely has some good stuff. I need to get some more stuff from him, honestly. Definitely while I'm still here. At least like one more thing. One more person wouldn't hurt, right? One more wouldn't hurt, right?
Just one more, man. Just one more art. I can stop anytime I want.
I promise, Mom. It's not a big shit.
Right now, instead of, we're going to get a Sorcerer versus Malphite. Malphite we saw earlier with the Faust. Sorcerer we saw with Tempest, Testament. This time we're seeing with Axel, character I thought they were going to pick earlier on.
So we saw him hover over him a little earlier, but he was like, I'm going to go with the other character.
I mean, there might be something specific about this matchup, in particular the amount of chaos that Faust can bring to the table that's a little harder for a character like...
To come in and like reach...
Yeah, Testament to get things going, essentially.
No need for insurance. We got free healthcare out here.
Hey, let's go.
We
free
love
healthcare.
That. Just treat me right, that's all.
I don't think the treatment you want is this. Starting right now with the full screen shenanigans, and now we might be seeing why we see the Axel pick. Just having these options to call out the full screen item throws.
And to make sure anytime he wants to jump, you tag him right in the air. All right, Malphite throwing, starting to throw the objects. Get in with the dive kick. Oh, the kids are out of school. But apparently teacher's telling them to come right back because it's not really working that well.
Not an unblockable scenario. Sorcerer is able to block it and get their own offensive going. Unfortunately, tries to go for the jump in, and Malphite has the anti-air answer. Yeah, very nice use of meter there. The weight stops Sorcerer from finishing their combo there. But even then, their neutral control has been so strong and taxing on Malphite that it's going to be an easy round one.
So we're able to, Sorcerer Twix is definitely from before playing as a Testament, now he's really able to get the long range attacks as he wants to. Keep him in check, make sure nice good counter hits coming clean off. And even then, definitely doesn't have to work, but go ahead.
I was going to say, even then, like, the fact that they don't get to complete some of their combos because there's some of the interrupting items isn't terrible for Sorcerer. Like, they're able to get the range, they're able to keep the distance that Axel kind of thrives at. Meanwhile, Malphite is having this slow approach, which, albeit, he has him in the corner, but he's not able to open him up and instead loses game one to a strong challenge.
Well, Sorcerer definitely looked strong that round, so he was able to take the game one, and we will be able to see what's happening next. Will Malphite be able to adapt to how he's playing? I hope so. Good reversal from the weight, hitting the ground, setting up something else, up, going in for the throw.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get that damage off right away. I think the command grabs are definitely the way to go, since you're not able to open them up with the high lows. Sorcerer right now stuck in the corner, situation that he's a little unfamiliar with, at least in terms of the last round.
And Sorcerer takes a little bit down on health, but trying to show some aggressiveness by running up. But doesn't want to completely do it because he knows that Faust can just cheese around with those items and start throwing. My goodness, that conversion.
Yeah, much stronger round from Malphite there, who is just immediately from round start able to push Sorcerer into the corner and get their momentum going. And Axel just does not, Sorcerer's Axel in particular, does not deal well with that pressure.
Blocked the 6B. Luckily, he was able to throw an item right after that. Into the herd we go.
Children are not always on your side, though. Malphite was interrupted because of that, and Sorcerer is going to try to run with it.
Nice dive kick right in. Going for the overhead. Threw the meters up. He's got a lot of covers, a lot of goofiness going on. Able to see. Ooh, my goodness. The interruption there. Very nice.
I'm surprised that challenge even worked, but Malphite was just ready to kind of back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorcerer able to challenge the dash in. Unfortunately, the dive kick gets called out by the recall of the chain. Are we going to be able to seal the deal?
Oh, yes, we are. Sorcerer said, hey, you want to check this real quick?
That was a little too close for comfort there, but we take those regardless.
Going in for the double jump, good option. At least he didn't even try to punish that time, but maybe he was setting up for something different. Who knows? Up, there it is. He finally pulled him in. Now he's got him in his face. And now he's got to deal with this counter. Sawarudo! The Axel Bomber combos? Oh yes, we love to see that.
Oh. On top of the style, I think we're definitely seeing Sorcerer do particularly well that Malphite has not been able, with Faust, not been able to have quick movement options to easily get in on it.
Now, right now, just trying to play the neutral. See how to approach. Malphite definitely doesn't want to make the wrong decisions here. Trying to approach any way he can. See how he did a little bit of an FD right there. Now, what I'm enjoying the most about this, you're actually getting hit for hit, and it's not just like one consistent person actually going in on the other. So it's good to see that for right now in this game.
That being said, that back and forth is much better for Sorcerer than it is for Malphite.
Yeah.
Malphite wants to get that momentum going, has to use the PRC to get the air throw there. Going to try to end things now in the corner where you stand. And there you go. Reel him in, smack him down. Get your round. Probably threw out his back with us.
Well, he should know better. He's a doctor.
I tell you, man, doctors are not the healthiest people in the world. I promise you that. Okay, chop it up a little bit here. RC baits the burst.
My goodness, the Axel Bombers.
Slightly mistimed meaty means you're going to get back thrown into the corner. But even then, the life is so low, a single challenge from Sorcerer could take it. But right now, Malphite keeping it tight enough. Hey,
oh, wow.
The classic. Oh, no, not like this.
Oh, against the wall. Give him the throw. Ooh.
Wow.
That Afro did it. Best hairstyle. And best extended hurt box.
What a round from Malphite, playing their heart out. Looked almost dire in the corner with such little life left, but managed to sneak out that round and take it 2-1 now.
Nice going in with the dive. Oh, but he missed the burst. Now he got punished for it. So now this is in Sorcerer's favor. Now he doesn't really have to approach. He can just sit back, relax, throw out a button. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you use the RC just to slow down time. Take stock of your life, do your taxes, and realize you have to anti-air.
Yep, there it is. Good counter hit, but wasn't able to do anything after it, so he kind of has to chase him down. Malphite doing his best to try to keep him in the corner and stay close to him.
I think that's the first we've really seen the items lock down Sorcerer even just a little bit. Holy cow, the combination of the dive and the dive bomb. Ooh. Look at that. Oh,
goodness gracious. Oh, nice burst. Yep, definitely get him off.
So many counter hits.
Oh, wow. Snag him right out of the air with that one.
Oh, kind of interesting. The fact that the throw lit on fire by the bomb from Axel there.
Sawarudo!
I think that's not enough, yeah, because the loops aren't there anymore.
But he made it. He made it enough. He made it enough.
There you go. Sorcerer going to knock Malphite out of the tournament. 3-1 in the set. GG's to both sides. One Faust is done, but another
lives
still
on.
Exactly. That having been said, I think we're going to actually be switching out the commentators, I believe. I think we have another set coming up, so maybe we can show a nice little ad video for us in the downtime for a smidge. And we'll see you all later. I've been the Houseman.
I've been Aviv Abdul.
And we'll see you all later in Summer Jam. Hope you've been enjoying.
Have a good one.
What's up, everybody? Lasergician and Wii Sports here. We're going to just wrap up this quick top 16, get us down to a top 8. We got a couple matches left.
Like 2 matches?
Yeah, it's been exciting so far. Happy to be back here for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back up here.
Yeah, right up. We got Name versus Bruscar. They did some good work up until now, trying to get that one last game that they need in order to find themselves in the top 8.
Trying to get to that money, man.
Yeah, looks like we got Chip versus Giovanna, if I remember correctly. Bruscar was on the Chip. Name, as you pointed out just a second ago to me before we went on, was that Giovanna. I kind of like this matchup just because they both have a lot of mobility that can go up against each other in interesting ways. Chip much more so in the air, at least compared to Giovanna. Giovanna much more so on the ground. Curious to see how that's going to play against each other.
We talked about before in the Milia versus Giovanna matchup. It's like a volatile versus a very consistent character.
Yep.
Chip is like the most volatile. Yeah. If you get hit by this man, you're probably going to die. But if you hit him, he's probably going to die. And we're getting right into it.
Yep. Round start goes in the favor of the Chip, getting corner pressure already. FD coming out from Name, trying to buy a little space, but the burst does need to get used.
I really hate to see the burst be used so early. Like I always say, you want to use it as fast as you can, or not as fast as you can, as slow as you can, but against Chip it might be necessary.
Meter to cover it. Traps with the PRC, doesn't quite find it, a little bit late, a little over delayed.
A lot of respect coming out from Name. There's a lot of moves that you can disrespect on Chip. Well, I wouldn't disrespect that.
Yeah.
But like, I saw the Rekka 2 come out. Rekka 2 is very minus. It's minus on hit as well. So
that's that threat of Rekka 3 keeping you honest, making sure if you're going to press into it, you got to be real sure I'm not going for that third one there.
Yeah, exactly.
Name's got that corner pressure going already. Ooh, big counter hit. Has the meter for the super. Going to get that hard knockdown if he doesn't kill, which I think, yes.
Yeah, that totally kills. It's Chip.
Got so little health.
Chip thinks he's Japanese. You don't got Japanese guts, bro.
Yeah, no guts there. So one apiece.
I love that jump kick back.
Looking for the burst timing. Name will be able to get that back. Gold burst actually in between the gaps and the stagger pressure. Full meter to spend, down to a half.
Yeah, dance on him, bro.
You know what? A combo's a combo, right?
You know what? It looks cooler than like just doing like the normal stuff. Are you kidding? I love 2Ks.
Ooh, Chip's run speed making it real easy to carry Name all the way into the corner. Doesn't quite get the wall splat though. That's okay. Back to neutral. Yellow RC, buy some space. Ooh, trade. Would have killed pretty much either one of them if that hadn't traded, but we do get a counter here at the wall. Bruscar loose. Gonna close it out. There it is. First match in their favor.
Yeah, it looks like they really know their matchup here. There's a lot of moves that can really mess up a Chip. I'm looking at probably Geo 5H. It's more disjointed than it looks. 6P is always a threat. A lot of Chips like to do they'll do IAD into a jump dust.
Yep.
So you gotta look out for the air, but you know, really got the lock. Structuring their pressure very well.
We also have seen Bruscar is getting advantage at round start pretty much every time so far. Knows that RPS really well.
Chip just has really fast buttons.
Yes.
And where Geo would probably want to do like 6P 5H is usually the normal ones. If you get close, if you get far slash by the Chip, you're going into the corner.
That was a pretty quick destruction in the corner too. Name taking this round with a swiftness. Got somewhere to be.
Probably hungry.
Yeah, that's true. Getting the corner pressure going already. Get that throw loop. No, we're going strike this time. No, we're going throw once again. Chip's got that burst. Gotta use it. Oh, no, okay. Quick 2K on the Challenger Barre button.
The gold burst.
Kind of bold. I don't hate it.
But using it really well. Oh, it doesn't get the wall break.
Just barely out of range for Rekka 3 to land. Name getting a very, very simple, quick B&B in to secure that round. We're at one apiece.
These matches are going so fast, man. We're going right back into the next one.
Yep, there we go again. Loose getting the better of Name at round start. Name forced to get that burst out early. Don't want to let Chip get that corner pressure rolling because it is frightening. Rekka 3 challenge with a 6P in Name's favor.
Starting to recognize a lot of the Rekka 3s are coming out. It's really unsafe.
Ooh, DP punish. Okay, has to expend the burst. We also saw 2D coming out of Name.
Oh, and that's hitting. Oh. Didn't know he had a ton of RC. I learned something new today.
Yeah, get that RC, make yourself safe, means you get to block, don't get blown up by the overdrive. Corner pressure for Luce is starting up here now. Empty by some space. Back to neutral, 2D on Luce's approach. We've seen it a couple times now. Luce has been very, very happy to run straight into Geo, use that overwhelming speed to make pressure happen, but 2D as a keep out button allows Name to regain the momentum, close that out.
You know, they talked about how they nerfed 2D in the patch. I'm not sure about that one.
It's so good, dude. It's still such a great button.
I still don't know why. I know it's on the dust button, but the dust shouldn't hit you. That's how I feel.
Got that 2K coming out. Luce throwing out the third Rekka, doesn't get punished for it. Had a lot of meter to make it safe. Name overly respecting it. 6P on the spiral arrow. Good challenge coming out from Luce, getting that pressure running.
All right. Good YRC, keeping it back to neutral.
Cross up, plus frames. One more touch from Name should be able to do it, especially after a throw to get a little more in there. Gamma Blade does get the reversal.
Gonna go back to the corner with this. And we're going to a round 3.
Good application of the Dragon Punch. Not one that's been, it's been represented, not overly so, which means Name has to think about it, but isn't really on the lookout for it. You're not particularly, happy spamming it out, which means Name isn't really accounting for it yet. Burst just to keep the corner pressure. Name bursting back just to relieve it, but look at how quick Luce can move. Gets right back in the corner already. We're going up the wall.
All right, 1 pixel of health. What can Name do here?
Dash up, far slash for Name.
Oh, getting a lot of big counter hits.
Does not scale very hard.
Let's see the safe
Look for the
in, but
reversal.
look at Chip's meter.
2K.
Doesn't need it.
Quick little button. Just say, you know what, I'm still here. If you aren't blocking, if you aren't doing your safe jump the way you need to be, this is my round. What do you know?
And unfortunately, misses safe jump there.
Works out.
Works out for him.
Yeah.
Got a little pause here.
That makes a lot of sense. You're down 1 round left, and you're out of the tournament. Take a breather.
Oh, we're
Just
looking
take
at a
moment.
character switch, actually.
Yeah, some people like going for the character switch. Some people like going back to the screen just as a way to, slow down a little bit.
No, they want to change the song.
Music
Let
change.
me carve your way. What a good song. I want to talk about, I didn't talk about it before, but someone picked Perfection Can't Please Me the entire time we were commentating our last vlog. I love that song.
It's a
I
banger.
was so happy. Some people are always like, yo, that's the worst song in Strive. Like, to fight to, maybe, but like, I'm jamming out when I'm going to work.
Guilty Gear is my favorite album with a game attached to it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So, yeah, got the Giovanna again. Looks like we were just going for a quick mental reset, change up the music.
All right, back into it. Name does not want to drop this. Let's see what adaptations can be made.
Good challenge. 2K buys a little space. Plus frames again. Gamma Blade after the plus frames just to assert a little bit of dominance, show some presence in the lane.
I always notice that Chips don't like to represent their DP too often.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, solos, like, the Volcanic Viper is the coolest button in the game. They're going to use it all the time. Chips just will beta blade whenever. I don't know. I've never baited one myself.
I like the fancy wall slumps coming out of Luce. Got a little bit of extra damage out of it. Not quite as much as a wall break would have done, but the situation was highly advantageous.
And look at that Roman cancel on the record, too, to keep that one safe.
Ran Name all the way back into the corner. Again, Rekka series making it happen for Luce. One more, and Luce is in top 8. Name, this is your moment. Got to make it happen. Counter hit on the 5H.
Oh, good grab. OTG keeping the wall. Nah, just breaking it and taking the round.
Just needs one solid opportunity, and Name can run with it all the way to a round win.
And you know you love seeing that perfect. That might bring something back in him.
Oh yeah, it feels so good to get not just something on the board, but get a dominating victory on the board. Luce, I don't think is going to have burst back after this. Didn't go for a punish.
Burst.
Missed the throw, and instead of the punish, went for the gold burst to get the meter. Instead,
Oh, I love
ended
that
up with
little play.
neither.
Didn't really pay off, but like good idea there.
Another good counter hit coming out for Name. Has meter to convert. This is not particularly scaled. Luce, you got one chance.
That's
you got one
1-5-8.
chance.
Oh, takes a hit. Has burst on the table.
This isn't going to be quite enough. Gets all the way to the wall, though.
Look at how much meter Giovanna has worked with them.
Burst immediately just to get out of the pressure. One touch. One touch.
Oh, wow. And hear the crowd out there, man.
They are hyped up for the man named Loose getting into top 8 on the loser's side. Name. Very, very well fought effort. Took the second to compose themselves, put up a good fight. But, you know, it happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes. Played really well. I'm really proud to name.
Yeah. I thought it was really, really interesting how Loose decided to use that DP. I liked it being just a little sprinkled in there every now and again to remind you, yeah, this is something I'm capable of, make you respect it. We actually did see a couple times Name went for safer options instead of full punishes in case there was a meter expenditure on things like the Rekka 3 occasionally. So having those options on hand and representing them just the right amount really, I think, did a lot of good for Loose in that set.
Oh, yeah. It's probably what got him out of there.
Yeah.
Out of pools into top 8.
Yeah, it's going to see them.
Technically out of pools already, obviously, but, you know, you have to play another day.
Yeah, see them tomorrow for the top 8. We got one more coming up tonight. That's going to be Lord Knight versus Stingrays. Lord Knight been on either the Milia or the Biken today. Depends a little bit on the matchup. Stingrays.
I believe Stingrays is Stingrays is the Biken. I'm not sure if we're going to see the Biken mirror. Lord Knight's been doing a lot of Biken today, but also moving over to the Milia for some matchups.
Yep. Lord Knight, obviously one of the most well-known Milias in North America. So looking back for character familiarity in some matchups makes a lot of sense.
That's what we're looking at right now.
Oh, no, looks like, well, which side is which? Sometimes the camera is reversed, so I'm not sure if that means...
I have to assume it's Lord Knight on Milia, but like,
assume, right?
Also, it's not his color.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's an important thing. It's part of your identity, man. It's part of your brand.
Dude, the color matchup goes crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm deep into purple, one way or the other. It doesn't matter what character.
I'm a default May. That makes all my matchups 7-3.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, yeah, looks like Lord Knight is going to be on that Milia Stingrays on the bike, and we're going mix versus mix. This is looking like a button check.
Oh, we might be in it. They were just playing some crazy neutral. Yeah. That's how it is sometimes. And with Milia, I think you really do want to play at that range. You saw how Stingrays is immediately playing really kind of far away. Because as soon as Milia gets in, you have to deal with a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you do. You know, Biken does have very, very good air-to-air buttons. That JD and that JS really good for space control, so keep an eye on that. Lord Knight getting it started, though. Here's that time to run that Oki.
Doesn't block. Thought it was going to be a cross-up.
Yeah, same sign. On the board for Lord Knight on the top 16 loser side. Quick win on that one, too. Saves a burst, Stingray's burst expended. Big advantage for the Milia, because that burst one of the only ways to guarantee get out of that Oki vortex that we're seeing right here.
Love mashing there. Playing a little RPS, paying off for Lord Knight.
Lord Knight also went for the side switch there by just jumping upwards. Makes it very ambiguous which side you have to block the disc. Even if you're not representing buttons as a threat, just representing which side is the right guess is a threat. Making that ambiguous means you get to drop down, get to get that wall break, and the wall break has gotten you all the way here. Hard knockdown.
Biken's guts. We were talking about Chip not being Japanese. We got a real Japanese one right here.
Good challenge coming out of Stingrays. Lord Knight went for some stagger pressure. Couldn't make it happen. Full meter indeed. Watch for the parry. All right, 6P into a Mirage. Lord Knight one more. That's going to be it with the far slash. Game number 1, Lord Knight looking real strong on the Milia.
Real dominant.
Yeah, Stingrays didn't quite seem to know what to do in this matchup. Lord Knight's just playing so fast.
So here's the issue right now, right? Lord Knight plays both characters on screen.
Yep.
So at this point, I would assume that he's pretty familiar with how to play Biken and how to play against Biken.
Yeah.
Which is probably like factoring into this. We know Stingrays is a very, very strong player. Got into top 16 losers.
Oh, for sure.
If you drop at 9th here, like, I'm proud of you.
Looking for the turbo fall means Lord Knight gets the burst out of Stingrays. Bad Moon Dragon all the way to the corner. The parry takes out a good 25% life.
Oh, a huge TK.
Ladder combo, one of those Season 2 specialties coming out of Biken. Gets Stingray's first game win in this set against Lord Knight.
Playing
Playing
that
this-
far range, but Amelia gets in. Same side, doesn't block.
Ooh, going for the throw after the run up. Turbo fall into a Capel. Doesn't even go for the disc.
Capital is
Cross
just enough sometimes, man. What they've done to that, they made it used to be just an extension of a hitbox, but now it's a projectile, so it's un-6P'able.
Just barely didn't get that round. Lord Knight didn't have to spend the meter, but managed to run up, get the OTG to close the round out. Stingray's looking to go for some space control here. Got the JD and the far S coming out here, just saying, okay, here's my neutral. Don't get past my wall.
Exactly. Taking the burst for corner pressure.
Here we go. It's Milia time.
No, bursting out. You don't want to hold that.
Absolutely have to give that one up as soon as you can. Double overhead into the low. Gets to run that Oki.
Oh, no wall break. Wants to hold the wall.
Went for the reset. A little bit more damage eked out. A little bit more with that wall break. Gets the hard knockdown.
And what's the option here? Capel? Capel?
Capel into Capel. Get that double cross up. Come down with the JH. Real hard to keep track of where the fly you need to swat is on the screen. LK coming out swinging. 2-0. One more. Makes it into top 8. Stingrays, this is your time. Let me see this.
Let's see it happen. Playing very far away. Goes in a little bit and gets hit. Takes the burst.
The Capel into the mid-air pickup out of Lord Knight. That was ridiculous. And now getting that air combo with the restand all the way into the corner. Corner pressure is insane here. Getting the
winger
wall break again. Stingrays, you're one touch away. Got that meter. Run up
Interesting
H-disc.
That must have been a misinput, right?
Yeah, had to have been. You're probably looking for S-disc there for a little bit of neutral. Covering H-Kabari too with the Roman cancel.
Oh, the 6P gets him.
Now it's time for a little bit of corner pressure coming out of Stingrays, but no escaping with the Capel. One more round. LK going for the 3-0 sweep to get into top 8 here.
This could be the last round of today.
Yeah.
They really gave us 10 minutes.
That they did. Capel gets the cross up. Dash up for the throw.
Okay, burst. You don't want to hold that.
Absolutely mandatory burst. If you get in that vortex, gives the light lead over to Lord Knight. Basically throws around at that point. A counter hit on the far slash. Lord Knight trying to run the pressure. Fast RC. Stingrays looking to control the airs with big buttons. Capel gets a little bit more damage in. Turbo fall. Just one more touch for Lord Knight. Is going to be able to bring him into top 8. RPS around that
Gotta play a
Kabari.
lot of RPS. That Kabari's plus.
One more. We got RC available for Lord
Gets the
Knight.
hit. Burst.
There it is. Back to neutral. Stingrays needs 2 more touches probably. Lord Knight just the one.
Oh, gets hit.
Didn't pull the trigger on the RPS, and
then
this
beats
is the
the
timing
parry.
on the parry. That's going to bring Lord Knight into top 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our top 8 determined for Guilty Gear Strive here at Summer Jam, brought to you by Big E Gaming. What a set.
Love
that
to
was.
see it.
Yeah, so, okay. I know LK is really trying to believe in the Biken. And I know he said before today on Twitter that he was planning on running both Biken and Milia today for different matchups. Not surprised, didn't want to run the Biken mirror. If you're not particularly comfortable with a character, running the mirror is usually a tenuous prospect.
And the Biken mirror is just really not fun. Like, it's a lot of RPS because obviously that's your whole game plan. You want to RPS people, and you also have a very low health pool.
Right.
Like, obviously Millie also has a low health pool, but you're playing a different game plan. You can kind of interact in different ways. You don't want to just like keep running the same thing, and then you realize, oh, I'm not doing well in this, and then you get blown up for one hit.
Yeah, and also if you're not as comfortable with the character and you want to get off on a good foot, makes a lot of sense going with the more comfortable character right off the bat instead of maybe running the Biken for a game or two, seeing how it goes, and then switching to the Milia depending on comfort. So, makes a lot of sense. That does wrap us up here today for top 16 into top 8. Tomorrow, we are going to be picking back up once again with the top 8 here at Summer Jam right outside of Philadelphia. This has been a whole lot of fun. Thank you all for joining us. Anything to say before we sign off, Wii Sports?
Thank you for having me. This is a huge opportunity for me, and I'm very proud to be here.
Right on. Well said. Shout out once again to all of our wonderful sponsors.